I fixed it. We're back. Welcome everyone to a special apology tour episode. Or not Friday Night Frontline. We are Saturday Night Frontline special something something. So I obviously got my mic working again, so we're all good to go. We're gonna try and do all the stuff that I wanted to do yesterday, which is we're gonna do endless projection today. We're gonna do challenge modes, and then if I get a chance, I'll do simulation exercise, right? Yeah, simulation exercise. So that's what we got planned for today. Oh my goodness, I was just about to say I don't think anyone's gonna tune in because, like I said, I kind of posted this at the last minute, and I thought I was gonna just have a nice, comfy, talk to myself session like the good old days. But looks like we do have some very dedicated viewers. How are you doing today, Willie? I'm glad you could make it. I apologize. I know you were saying yesterday that the mic sounded fine, and while the mic would have been good enough to get through the stream, the way I had it set up would not have been good enough. It would have come crashing down halfway through the stream. Anyway, we're gonna do everything we tried to do yesterday. And before we get into that, though, I'm gonna talk about a little bit of news for the upcoming patch that they're doing. Obviously, Perry and Springfield are next, and then Faye as well. She kind of comes out as part of the package of those three. Interesting news on the CN servers. Dude, CN has been, dude, I can't wait till we catch up with them because they have been just hitting grand slam after grand slam, dude. First it was Florence, then they showed off AA12, Orland, and now they previewed their newest event, and in a not so subtle way, they put the silhouettes of AN94 and AK15 right front and center. So it's like a 99% chance that they're going to be in the event, and they're going to be like the featured characters in that event, which has me pretty hyped. So that's all pretty awesome. We still kind of in the air as to what units are coming for us. So they obviously confirmed Springfield and Perry are coming with the version, but then they said that after that was going to be Type 97 or, oh god, this name, Chauhan. I think that's how you pronounce it, Chauhan. So Captain China, she's the fire shotgun that is a very, I don't want to say core part of the fire team, but a very big damage dealer in that team, especially if you get a lot of segments on her. So she's like confirmed to be the next unit after Perry and Springfield. But then there's still the big question mark is what happens after that, right? We still have the units we skipped. We still are missing Jang Yu. We're still missing, Rip Lena. We're missing Androids, and there's a couple others that I'm forgetting that we're like kind of skipping over. So who knows, and then the big question is like, do we, now that we have like most of the water hydro team members, are we going to get Florence early and Nikita? That would be also pretty wild too. So then you could have then a complete hydro team and a complete fire team. This is all just speculation on my part, but I am interested to see what they do. So that, I think, was all the big news. Like I said, I can't wait to see what's going on in the CN event. Like I said, I try not to talk about CN server too much because, like I said, that's them, this is us. But it's hard not to talk about it because, well, the honeymoon for this game is a little bit kind of, it's over. It's like kind of waning. So any reason to get excited about the upcoming units and stuff in the CN world makes me happy personally, because I feel like that's what the game needs a little bit right now. Like during the Aphelion event, like the game got a big boost in like player count again. Like a lot of people were showing up and playing and grabbing Klukai, but then after the event, I think like player engagement like kind of plummeted for a variety of reasons. So it's nice to see some big, interesting, and important like characters, like storyline important characters like AN94 and AK15 coming out, because there's a lot of other characters in that silhouette which are, I don't know if someone's like decoded them yet. Some of them are clearly NPCs, but some of them might be future playable units too, just like how like Lind has been like lurking in the background of the events for quite a while now. Okay, so let's get started. We're doing challenge modes. These are not going to be that challenging because oh darn, I just realized we don't have Well, let's just do it. I'm gonna just hit this auto battle button. Who can I can put one more on? Who else wants to be? Michi, sure. We're just gonna hit the auto battle. See, I was hoping to do this with the Renti units, although, as we did 2 weeks ago, all the rental units had like crazy amounts of segments, which made it kind of brain dead. But you know, we'll just breeze through this real quick. I haven't done the boss, but you know, full disclosure. Oh, actually, there isn't even a boss for this event, is there? Like a new boss. Okay, well we're just gonna play this by ear. Yeah, Willie. Willie says Mika needs to stop dithering and advance the main plot. I really agree with you, and I think they're finally starting to do that, right? Like they finally stopped, like kind of like dabbling in like these characters that it's gonna sound so rude to say this, but like that nobody really cares about, right? Like, don't get me wrong, like, they're all done really well. Like the animations on them are done really well, and you know they're all really like. Well, not all of them are like in-game mechanics done really well, but they've all had like a lot of good marketing and like animations and just like character design. But like at some point, you need to acknowledge that the reason people are playing the sequel is because the original game was the one they liked, and you can't just keep teasing people with, you know, like I said, units from the original that never show up, right? Like it was extra bad when they were doing it with NPCs, right? Like for example, in the Vector event, right? They had TMP, Wellrod, and was it PP90? I forgot their names. I forgot their new names in GFL2, but they were all just like lurking in the background, and it's like you can't do that to every single character, right? Like, you know, Lind was another one, etc. Even UMP45 has been like I mean, I know she's out now in CN, but like I said, you just can't just have like really sought after popular characters that just like never actually show up in the playable game. And like Wooly said, like same thing with the story, right? Chapter 8, which was back in February. Yeah, I think February when they released Chapter 8. Maybe it was even January. That was the last time we were like focused on the plot of what was happening to the Elmo crew, which would have been pretty much all based around Helena, right? Like what the deal with her is, and you know, what the commander's getting kind of caught up in. Ever since like Chapter 8, it's been all these little side tangents about, okay, let's talk about Zakuro Cafe. All right, now let's talk about 404 Squad. Now we're going to talk about the other 404 Squad, Team B. And it's like, not that the stories were written poorly. It's just that it's like, okay, guys, can we stay focused? Stay focused on the main plot. Introduce those characters as needed, not as the focus point. Well, where's IDW? No, dude. No. Man, did Diane just peace out? Diane's like, that's your problem. You guys don't have 16 tiles of mobility. She just left them all to die. Damn, Macchiato, calm down. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I like IDW for the memes, but it's a hard pass. Macchiato, that was... This is what I don't understand about AI Macchiato, is she loves to spam her skill 2. Was it, not Cold Precision Shot, the other one. This one, Professional Tactics. She loves to spam this. Even if she doesn't need the confectants. Damn, dude, they just left. They just left Sleepo Beepo to die. Oh no. Is it? Wait, hold up. Do I have to step in here? All right, never mind. She can die. There's no. Yeah, there's no objectives at all. What's the deal here? Dude, what is this? I mean, go for it, auto battle. Let's see what you got. And then shoot the one way over there. Is she gonna make it, guys? I don't think so. It's not looking good. Oh, dude, no way. She's not getting out of this. Does this... No! Okay, so you do have to get all of them. All right, let's see where the AI went wrong, guys. Let's see if we can outsmart, you know, ChatGPT here. All right, so I think part of it is that Michi deployed on this side and never never came over to this side. I think the other the other problem was that everyone left her to die. Okay, how far back do we have to go? Really, to be honest, the only one that can't leave is Xiaomi. Xiaomi just needs to be around to spam shields. This is probably far enough back. Actually, let's come to here. Okay, turn 2. So if Kukai decides to not leave Sleepo Beepo to die, did she go yet? Yes and no. I wonder if this is... Oh, she's taunted, that's why. I'm like, it doesn't show her as using her turn, but... So, if Klukai does what she would do in the story and saves Sleepo Beepo's ass, this should get rid of the taunt. Yep, okay. And I can activate this. This is something the AI couldn't figure out how to do. This is where ChatGPT really went wrong. Instead of trying to come all the way around here, just come over the top. And bring the AoE with you. What could go wrong? Yeah, whatever. And then if we can crack his stability, Macchiato can probably finish him off. Instead of doing her stupid, was this again? Professional Tactics. I always forget the name of that one. Okay. I think we just did it, guys. I think we fixed the problem here. I kind of want her to run forward, but I also want her to kill something. Which she cannot do because she can't crit with that attack. Yeah. Let's have her come around the corner and do a little damage here, and then I think we can just hit auto battle from here on out. Surely the AI can't mess this up. Yeah, I know IDW is in, Wooly says IDW is in reverse collapse and she has an actual character there, she's not just a meme. Yeah, I know, I never really liked IDW. Like, the only reason anyone cared about her was because of the meme. I like M500, though. She's cool. No, Xiaomi, don't leave everyone... Whatever. Never mind. We did it, boys. This is story accurate. Kukai would be the last one to evacuate. Okay, let's see. Do we have to auto battle one more of these, or do I have to assume direct control? Okay, yeah. So there isn't a new boss for this event, which means no new mechanics. Not that we would do the mechanics anyway. We'd just, you know, brute force it. Okay, so ooh, there is something. Activate the stability amplifier and eliminate the target. I'm gonna assume the target is not spawned yet. I do not see any target. How do we get to the stability amplifier? Wow. That only lowers that. Dude, is this... Oh, I'm stupid. There's ladders right here. I thought this was like a Zhao Wei check. Okay, nope, we can do this because Diane's gonna come to Nightlight. She can't. Why you like this? I mean, I can. What I'm gonna have to do is use Kukai to motorcycle my way over here. Because the other option is to blow this cover up, which isn't impossible to do. It's just really annoying to do. Otherwise, you got to come all the way around, which we don't. I'm not sure why they want you to lower this, right? Like, what's the point here? All right, let's just less thinking, more doing. Let's bring Klukai over here, and I think she can like motorcycle, something along those lines. Oh, dude, Willie's give me the pro tips. Target spawns on the bridge north of the antenna thingy. It would make sense. I'm assuming that's. I don't know. You could still just jump over this. I don't know why they were so adamant about that. We'll just have Michi come over here. She's just gonna go turbo mode anyway. How many can I kill? If I crit, I will kill this guy. If I go to here, no. What if I go to here? Can I hit him? No, I'm still one square short. We can kind of make it a little easier. There we go. We can kind of pad the statistics here. Now there's no way, 0% chance that she doesn't kill 2 people. Literally impossible. Okay. Actually not impossible. Let's do that. And then I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, we could just kind of, yeah, let's do this. Do I do it right now? Yeah, let's do it. We're going balls deep, boys. I surely won't regret this. Can I just keep activating it? What happens? Alrighty, and now Diane gets to... Aw, darn, she can't get an angle on him. Let's just have her do this. Finish that guy off. I don't even really need to. The reason I'm attacking this guy is because no cover, so she gets a confectance, but with her new key, I don't even really think it matters. I think we just want to break this guy's stability and actually be on this side of the wall, because I think we're just going to absolutely decimate this guy with Macchiato here. Because we're going to chunk him with cold precision, and then when he tries to attack somebody, he's going to live. He's gonna get counterattacked here by Macchiato again. Alright, this is an interesting play he did. Sometimes having ChatGPT be the AI, it works for you. It works in your favor too. Easy peasy. Do I want to do that? Don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Yeah, let's just do this. She's gonna get... He's probably gonna cleave. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he has like a frontal cone, right? Doesn't one of these hit like a cone? Yeah. So she's probably gonna get hit with it, but it's whatever. She's got a shield and she's in cover. Meanwhile, Macchiato is going to start moving up to... There's no way she can see him, right? Yeah, there's no angle. Okay, Macchiato just comes to here. Finishes the elite, provides Overwatch. Oh, I see why they want you to put it down now, because this stupid thing is blocking your way. You can't actually, even though it looks like you can move through these tiles like that, you can't actually do it. So that's why they want you to lower that. But I mean, I don't know. He's got a hammer and we got guns, so that to me that says, you know, stay away and shoot him. Can't do that, right? Because if I do this, I don't get enough confectants to do that. We'll just... yeah, we'll just kill one of these idiots down here. Michti, do the thing. Oh yeah, I probably should have done this before Kukai went. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Just run up here. Would GFL2 work with smarter AI? Oof, now that's a question. I mean, it would be more interesting. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It depends. I find it interesting as it is. Let's do... I don't need to do this again, but I don't think this boss is going to live for more than a turn, so we're just going to go for the extra stack of... was it bedtime warm-up? Whatever. Sleep aid kit. That's the one. The reason I did that was because Medicine Boy here cast the ignore one attack, but she cleanses it before her attack. That's why it actually went through. Boop-a-doo. Boom! Big damage. If you didn't pull segment 6 Klukai, you're not doing it right. I mean, I know this content's not difficult, but seriously, you don't need 7 copies of Klukai. Well, we're making record time, boys. Challenge modes are down, although they were not that challenging. Go figure. Let's do Endless Projection now. Oh, I feel... okay, I kind of goofed, guys, because I forgot. I should have really cleared these lower tier ones out. I forgot they don't start these at max rank. These are level 45 enemies. And as long as... are these... these are all my units, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, as long as you put an AoE unit, as long as you put any units in here, you can just auto battle this. We're gonna breeze through these real quick. I said I really should have saved us the 5 minutes this is gonna take and done these lower level ones so that we could skip right to the good one. I know it wants us to do all these objectives, but I don't think you can not achieve them, right? Because you got two phases to it. Yeah. So, yep, that's fine. I'm pretty sure the only one that you have to worry about is the very last tier. I say that now, and I will get fooled. Deal weakness damage, so we just gotta do that 5 times, and... yeah, AI, you got this, dude. I'm about to regret what I just said a second ago. Yep, and we're as I said, I immediately regret talking. That's interesting. I'm guessing what happened here was that I actually cleared the mission before they all spawned. You gotta kill... Wait, is this like the other one where you can just keep doing it over and over again? That's the problem. This is kind of a weird game mode, because I remember last time it was, like, it didn't really care. Here, let's just do this real quick. Does this count? Yeah, okay. Weird. And then we can just settle. Yeah, really weird game system. Because I remember last time we got to the final boss of it, and it was... Oh, do I have to actually grab the... Here we go. We got to the final boss, and it was like, oh man, this one's really hard. You got to do all these stability breaks on it, etc., etc. And then it was like, oh no, you just have to restart the mission and do it a second time. You don't have to do like all 100 of them in the first run. Willie says if there's... Oh yeah, dude, Steam summer sale's going on right now. Willie's talking about Lords of the Fallen. Dude, there's so many good games on Steam summer sale. I would go through the list, but then I would essentially just be reading off the entire top selling list for Steam. But yeah, there's some real good ones in there. I'm not a big Souls-like fan. I don't know, for some reason it just never really... I don't mind the combat system, it just, I don't know, never really clicked with me. Mostly I think because I'm not really a console player, and they were all originally for consoles. Oops, did I just click the one I just did? I'm a hot mess today, guys. Back up, back up. Hold up, wait a minute. And that reminds me of another announcement I forgot to make. We're gonna take a super quick pause. I was supposed to say this at the beginning, but our platoon here has a couple spots open. This is deceiving. We have actually even one more spot from this. If any of you want to hop in our platoon, just shoot me a message in game. This is my ID. Here, just go ahead, shoot me a message in game, or even on YouTube here. Just send me your ID or whatever, and I'll add you to the platoon. We're consistently top 5%. So all we ask is that you show up and literally click the auto battle button for missions. That's it. That's all you got to do is show up for Gunsmoke Frontline and press auto battle. We don't even care if like you're scoring. Like, we have a couple guys with segment 6 Klukai who actually has got a... Can I see it? No, I can't because it's not open right now. But we have someone with a really cracked segment 6 Klukai. So literally just slap her in any team and then just hit auto battle, and you're guaranteed like 2,000 to 3,000 points. That's all we ask. And then yeah, we've been pretty much 5% every time. I think that's a little bit of, not that we're good, but just because the casual, like the average player in the player base is just like a lot of them are doing the same thing we're doing, which is hit auto battle, but mostly they just don't have max number of people. So anybody wants to join, we have a Discord that these guys have actually been around since the original GFL1 days. The Girls Frontline Corner is the name of the Discord, and they used to have a website, although I think the website is pretty much defunct at this point. But yeah, if you want to hop in the Discord as well, I can send you an invite for all that. So that was my shameless attempt to get people, because we've been struggling to find like good ways to recruit people. We got some posts on the general platoon recruitment thread, but I don't know if anyone watches those, like looks through that. All right, let's zoom through these so we can get to the good stuff. Super speedy Diane. Yeah, next week, dude, Dude, it's gonna be 4th of July, and it'll be the Springfield release. This is like the most American day in GFL history. Probably, like I said, I'm probably gonna go segment 1 for Springfield, and then we'll grab her weapon if we can, assuming the polls don't go horrible. Did I not just do projection space too? Oh, I gotta retreat. God, okay, all right. We're gonna have to actually do these, boys. The AI is letting me down. ChatGPT, what are you doing, man? Okay, what are the objectives for retreat 4 units in space 2 and eliminate the expert in space 2? So we have to actually do space 2 and not just let the AI be stupid. Oh yeah, sorry. We are in the normal GFL client Dark Winter, not in the How Play. I believe they have a How Play platoon as well, but I know nothing about it. All I know is we're on the OG Dark Winter servers. Okay, so we have to retreat this team, which is going to be kind of annoying with Macchiato's slow ass. Where is the retreat spot? We are in projection space 2, right? Am I going crazy, guys? Yeah, eliminate Giordano. Eliminate the Giordano in space 2. It's him right there. This is the guy. This is the Giordano. So then where is the retreat spot? Is this another IQ check? I'm not good with these. We saw what happened last time I did this on, what was it? The inverse cipher? This must be a typo, okay? Because now that... Alright, hold up. We just gotta... I'm gonna back out. Let's just abort this whole thing. This is a disaster, dude. This is why you cannot trust AI. You cannot trust them. Okay, here's Giordano, right? It says production space 2, right? Eliminate Giordano production space 2. This is production space 1. Oh, no, the whole thing... I'm sorry, I call it production. It's projection. The whole thing is projection space 2. Oh, my gosh. This is what we're trying to do. This one here. But it's making me do them in order. I see the problem. Okay. All right. They don't want me... They want me to respect the content. I got to do them back to back. Okay, so let's do this. We can fast forward through this. And I just need to hit not... words. I need to hit not abort. Oh, dude, it's one of those. I gotta put something else in this beverage here. That's my problem here. It's Saturday night, and you know I'm drinking freaking seltzer water. Not even drinking a Monster tonight. That's probably the problem. Okay. Kill my boy. Alright. That's the 10 out of 10. That should end the mission. Now, instead of hitting settlement, we hit continue. That's why settlement isn't a big red button. To be in my defense, okay, the 4 buttons on the bottom are not like they do not clarify what what they actually do. Settlement actually means quit and tally score, not settle the score for this mission and continue. So I guess I did pass the IQ test then, right? Like I figured it out? Is that how it works? Damn, Diane, calm down, dude. He was just a robot dog. Robot spider? Robot something? Macchiato, the production expert up top killed the production expert. Okay, I guess that's one way to do it. Where are you going? She's like launching her spells. She's like launching herself into space. All right, I'm gonna take control over here because I'm afraid that if I'm a little worried if you kill all the units if the mission just ends. And we need to actually evacuate. So let's do. You're the slow ones. You're gonna have to do that. These guys will spawn. Let's not get yourself trapped. Because I know if I go right here, he's gonna spawn here, here, and here, and then I won't be able to get out. So we'll just go to that, and we won't kill this last one just to make sure the mission doesn't end for some goofy trigger. And then we can wiggle our way out this way. No! Don't do it. Don't you? Okay, good. Oh, I want to kill Sawboy here. So that I can move freely. Don't kill the last one. Akiato's Overwatch should be over. Like, should be ended. Oh, don't tell me that taunted her. Good. We did it, boys. Yes, exactly. Well, even T-Doll's a human commander. We did it. Finally. I do wonder because as a little bit of like an off-topic discussion, I was talking to some people the other day about how the Illuminati, I'm just going to call them the Illuminati, they just keep trying to shove AI into everything. Like, I literally can't like read the news for one day without reading about some Google company or offshoot brand or something that just shoved AI into some new hot garbage. And it's just like, guys, please stop. Like, nobody wants an AI powered microwave, right? Like, it's just, nobody's asking for that. Nobody wants a microwave that can like tell the exact temperature of your food and then cook it to the perfect time. Like, no, people just put that shit in the microwave and press 1 minute. Like, that's it. You know, and it's like, if they would put their efforts towards something good, like making the auto battle here a little, you know, maybe we could get Google to help us out on that. So this is, we have 3 missions in this one, right? Or not 2 missions? Okay, I could have sworn at the thing it said 3. Do we have to do anything special? Oh, see, it does see. No, this is projection space 3, which is just this mission. Capture control points, eliminate the dudes, eliminate the dudes, eliminate the dudes in a single round. 2 times. Okay, so we do have to be... Let's see, how many can we get with... Okay, 3, and then... She can do another 2. And there are no control points on this map, so it doesn't matter. So part of me wants to hit that auto battle button, but you know, at this point, it's probably just easier to do it manually. It's also hard with the cinematic camera to see when the AI is making horrible mistakes that can't be undone. Look at that damage! Boom! Oh, that was another thing I wanted to talk about. So for the upcoming character banners. So with the event, we're getting the special like character selector banner, which is like you get 5 units to pick from, and let me see if I can remember them off the top of my head. It's Diane, Ulrid, Macchiato, think. Maybe Deshevia was one of them. Okay, I lied. I don't remember what the last 2 are. I think Xiaomi might be in there. But anyway, you get to pick the 5 characters in the pool. You select one of them as the rate up target, and then when you win a 5-star in that pool, you just automatically get the character. It's no 50-50 or anything like that. So I know that's going to lead to a lot of questions of who should I choose, mostly specifically for dupes, right? because you'll either have a lot of, I mean, if there's a character you like and you don't have, like, I'm going to grab Ulrid from it personally. But if you just are focusing on, like let's say you're having trouble clearing content, and as I talk, let's see if I can do this, right? This is control, but there's no control points, so we're just going to kill stuff. If you're not sure who to grab, one of the better choices on there, if you're just looking for like just a versatile damage dealer that'll power up your account, is Macchiato. Even if you don't have Macchiato segment 1, it is a huge damage boost to her. I want to say it ends up being like 30%. Oh man, is this gonna... He'll live. This won't end the mission. But it is a huge damage boost for her. To double, because it does two things. I can't see it in this, right? Yeah. It splits cold precision shot into 2 hits, which if the first one crits, the second one auto crits. Which, long story short, numbers, words, math, it ends up being a big damage boost. Like, I want to say like a 60% damage boost on the skill, but mostly it hits twice, which works really well with this last line here: 1 stack of cold conviction for every instance of damage dealt. So you actually build up your attack power really quickly with it as well. So it kind of like serves a double purpose. And let me just double check real quick. Eliminate, control. Yeah, okay, just kill it. And even to this day, even with like the quote new units that got released, she still does really good damage herself. As I talk and I forget to put the this down. To inflict frost weakness. She obviously is going to work better if you have Xiaomi, but even without her, she still just does a ton of damage, and she is just a solid damage dealer, single target damage dealer. Excuse me, even without Xiaomi. Ideally, you want Macchiato and Xiaomi together, but if you're just looking for a strong damage dealer, Macchiato segment 1 is still probably the highest single target damage dealer, with the exception of Chongju with good segments in a fire team. And I mean, technically Klukai segment 6, but I mean, we're segment 6. I don't even feel like that's worth talking about. We're like I said, we're on like a whole nother stratosphere at that point. We gotta get both these control points. Ew. That is the one problem with the fire team, is they are not mobile. Let's do it this way. We probably want to kill the artillery boy first. Yeah, well, part of me wants Centurisi to push up by herself this way, but she can't uncloak these guys. Yeah. Let's just go. There's not really a good way to split our team in this one, so we're just gonna have to slowly push up. Do we want to go crazy balls deep? Maybe. And let's actually put this a little more aggressively forward. These 2 guys are gonna get clapped. Yeah, actually, let's do it this way. This is normally a bad idea to stand out in the open like this, but we also outlevel these guys quite a bit. Also, you probably don't want to aggro the whole room. Yeah, these guys are only level 50. So we are probably just going to nuke this whole side of the map. Yeah. I want the elite dead. Sharkery, you can do this. So this is not a good example of how to play the game. So close your eyes, cover your ears. I'm getting a little too silly. So the Skyfire guy usually puts that AoE down, and he usually doesn't attack the turn he activates. Or if he does like a real small hit. These are not chasms, right? Yes, okay, you don't die from falling in those. Can I... Nope. All right, well, we'll just... Centurisi's just going to bait some attacks this direction. Yeah, I mean, it looks like she's in trouble, but she's going to heal and be fine. This guy's going to die to burn. This guy's also going to die to burn. And we're going to do a little bit of... Can I do both? Can I capture it and attack something? I cannot. Oh, can Changju? Yes, okay. Changju can help. Oop, one square too far. Let's go ahead and give him the bait and switch. I was gonna have her try and push up here, but it's clear that it's a little too much damage for her to tank all of it. But mostly these crates are blocking, so she's not going to be doing much damage. But we can kill them this way, and we're just going to have Vector do a big long loop. And Sharkery can see here. Perfect. Oh, that was unneeded. Dude, Wooly, I can tell he's like raging. He's like, stop doing that. I didn't need to do her ult a second time there, because she already had 2 stacks of zoom in. I'm sorry, I apologize. I caught my mistake as I did it. Rude. Slice me through the wall. 1, 2, 3. I will not uncloak him, but can I hit him? No. Oh, dude, look at this. Big brain. Big brain. Sharkery comes to here to attack this guy, right? Stays there. Centurisi comes to wherever she feels like, but mostly AoE's off of Sharkery. This guy is uncloaked because Sharkery's within 3, and then have the whole plan fall apart. Oh, there is an angle. There is an angle. So it's like, and then have the whole plan fall apart because you couldn't get an angle. Whoa, dude, whoa. Don't say that about... Dude, Vaply Brain? I mean, I can be low IQ, but like, come on, man. That's a low blow, dude. My feelings are actually hurt from that. Dude, we're gonna... Oh no, we're not gonna... I'm not gonna use these right now because I'm gonna save them for after the patch. Alright, it's heating up, guys. We're up to level 50. Oops. Begin challenge. We have a boss enemy. It's still gonna die over, or fall over dead in like 2 seconds. But... let's actually make a semi-intelligent team. So this is kind of a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes, a lot of bros. What do we gotta do? Eliminate, eliminate, eliminate. Yeah, just literally kill everything. Reduce her HP below 50%. Oh, I see, I see. It's like, it's you either get her below half or kill her within 11 turns. That's kind of nice for people who are like, you know, brand new to the game. Maybe they're struggling. But we're going to do a more cohesive team this time. We're going to do 2 corrosion units. Oh, dude, I'm tempted to make it not cohesive instantly. As I said, we're going to do a cohesive team. Let's get crazy, dude. Where is my girl, Yuhi? There she is. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why is Yuhi in this team? And the answer is because I just needed someone who can heal. Let's do this in the right order. We're gonna want to make a quote safe area to hold up in, and these guys are not aggroed. How many people can I reliably kill in a turn? Then I could probably zoom this way. Okay, so this corner actually is going to be the safe corner, weirdly enough. We're going to do this so that each T puts the vulnerability on the Dominator. We are going to dance revolution. Can I get no cover? No. I meant on this target. Dude, actually, wow, this kind of slaps. Oh, he's not immune to stun too? Oh, dude. We're doing big brain plays by accident. Okay. Now I think we just come to here, just kill everything, and, you know, Bob's your uncle. I'm gonna stand here to try and bait all these guys to group up next to Klukai for a nice big juicy nade next turn. Nothing even lived for Peritia to attack. Okay, never mind. They're not gonna get a next turn. You know, it was the thought that counts. Do that button. And then this will also count. You do the honors. That should have counted for the eliminate 3 enemies twice. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. So I think now we just kill everything. But it's just so comfy to use the same team for everything. Let's have... She can run to here, zoom across this way. Yes, that's what we want. And then you just go over there. Let's do... I want it to go on this guy, but this thorn actually absorb it. Big sad. Why did Michi start? Oh, because, yeah, from the last battle. I'm like, why did she start damaged? I don't know. Sure. It doesn't really matter. Right, I am crazy. Yeah, it did go on this guy. It's unnecessary. I wanted it to go on the elite, but we couldn't get close enough. And then, I don't know. Could crush him with this thing. That'd be mildly funny. I don't think we need to, though. Let's buff ourselves first. This guy will die, I think. Maybe. Oh, but I'm also... that was a little bit of a mistake. I can't reach. Yeah, I can't reach now. Not that it matters too much. Wooly says, speaking of Peritia, I got her segment 5 from Dispatch Coins. Dude, I thought you had her segment 6. Where have I been? That's awesome, though. You're now only 1 segment away from unlimited follow-up attacks. Let's actually... Oh, hell yeah, let's do that. Get wrecked, nerd. Okay, and... Oh, I think we're going to be 1 short here, right? Darn. Darn. So could I come like this? No, but then I won't kill them all. Okay, well. It'd be like that sometimes. And your total is still segment 0? Ooh, gross. I mean, it's not actually gross, but I do I do feel the pain, because if you want to run the Springfield toll nonsense that's coming up here, yeah, you're getting kind of left out. Well, I guess we're going up here. And hang out with the toads. Go, Preachia, go. Oh, he died to the dot from Kukai. I'm like, what happened? Can we aim this just perfectly? Look at the value on that. I did that wrong again. I was supposed to do Michiti first, but it's okay. It worked out. Sure. Oh, nice. We got that. Shoatabeam says, I hope I'm saying your name right. Shoatabeam says, I remember this stage took me a few tries. Oh, okay. I hope there's no tricks to this. I didn't look too much. That's how they get you, you know? You think you're safe, and then you find out there's a hidden objective. Swap Dominator and Darcher. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're still on target here. Yeah, dude. Got some new people in the stream today. Alright, now we're just gonna I think we're gonna use Fire Team for Darcher, because Fire Team is really, really good for a single target. Even though that's not one of her innate weaknesses. And let's just toss them all in here. Let's do... Probably don't even need a healer, but... I like Centurisi. She's really nice. Yeah, dude, well, welcome to the stream. So normally we do this on Friday nights, but we had a little bit of a problem, technical issue on Friday, so we had to bump it to Saturday. I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday. I'm gonna need you to throw the AoE down on... Let's see, does she have a lot of HP? 60,000, and I'm assuming she has damage reduction if she's not... No, she does not. She just does the thing where she reduces damage taken for stability. Okay. I mean, the smart thing is to kill the ads, right? So let's just do this. There's also a semi-small chance that one of these guys... No, actually, now that I'm seeing the damage, I'm pretty sure we can just kill her. Maybe not. Ooh. Let's just play it semi-safe. I mean, I say that as I just leave her standing out in the open. But can Sharkery get to a spot where she... Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We'll just do this. This is really unfortunate. But we'll do a ton of stability damage here. Oh, dude, you're a new player too? That's awesome, man. Yeah, we want to stay right there. What characters did you get, if I may ask? If you're about a month in, that would mean you missed Vector. Although Kukai is rerunning right now. So if you want to grab her, it's no reason not to. Let's actually come to here and do it this way. Just wanted to trigger the follow-up. We can just kill her, right? Yeah, easy. I love the name of that skill, Dead End Meltdown. Oh my god, calm down, Darcher. Darcher's VA went crazy in the recording booth on that one. But yeah, dude, I love the name of that, Dead End Meltdown. For some reason, it just reminds me of like something you'd hear in Duke Nukem. All right, we're finally there, boys. We are at extreme projection, which let's find out what we got to do. So, okay, we're back to the weakness damage one, where I don't think... Let's see, deal weakness damage. Let's just do it. Let's just, no reading, let's just do it. Oop, I have to actually begin challenge. I don't think that there is anything special about this besides do elemental, right? Because I think the boss just has like near infinite HP. Yeah, 315 health bars. Yeah, like that's a lot. 3.1 million. It's, you know, it's a little more than her other form, but since this is not all in one run, you just have to keep doing weakness damage, which normally I'd be like, oh no, I don't really have any good hydro and corrosion units. But that's the nice thing about having Vector and a team that can implant weakness. We're going to throw a Vector down, throw a grenade, and then just continuously rack up points. Oh, I goofed. This was supposed to be 5 units. It asked me, hold up. It asked me, it's like, bro, are you sure you didn't want to deploy a 5th unit? And I said, yeah, I'm sure. And then I immediately regretted it. Oh, I can do 6 units? Damn, dude. Damn. Well, I don't even know what I take for 6 units. I guess we take Diane, because she's cool. And Papa Shot? I mean, it's a robot, like, for cool factor. I don't think I need another healer with Yuhi. I could take Sion, nah, because the problem is implanting ice weakness is going to be awkward with Vector, because they're going to be overriding each other's tiles. And then the same thing with Michi and the corrosion units. Let's just try this. Let's just try what we got here. Oh, no, my friend. You did not miss most of the hyped units. Actually, a lot of the hyped units are coming out right now. So Kukai's out currently, right, on banner. She's hyped for a couple reasons, but the reason she was mainly hyped was because she is just crazy good if you get 6 segments of her. But that's a little unnecessary, and it's a little out of reach for anyone who's not willing to shell out tons of cash. So I wouldn't worry about it. If you just get her base version, though, if you, like I said, watching the stream here, you'll see me just kind of rickroll all the like basic units, like all the basic enemies that are not bosses. But she was one of the really hyped units. But the other really big hyped unit that's coming out next week is Springfield. She pairs extremely well with Tolol, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think we can ignore boss mechanics, guys. I'm not going to ignore them completely because I think it might get a little messy. She puts down the, in this form, she does like the little circles where you're standing. So I'm going to try and group up all the AoEs like right in this area. And then we will, yeah, they'll die from standing on the fire. I think I'll have Centurisi kill this diner gate here. We'll have these guys focus the boss. I'm like, sorry, I'm like typing, or I'm like playing and reading the chat at the same time. And Wooly, you are correct. I do have an unnaturally biased like hate for Sharkery, but you know, I'm starting to come around on her a little bit. Yes, dude, Centurisi, best girl, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I really wish they would have gave her a little more juice in her kit, but she's still really good, especially in the fire team. So I think what we're gonna do. Ooh, I just kind of bricked my own plan a little bit. Centurisi should not have been standing there. We can still fix. I can fix her. You know, I can fix her. Where have you heard that one before? Let's do this. We're gonna group up all the AoEs here, and I'm just gonna have everyone like do the Chinese fire drill and run for safety. Cause she's gonna hit closest, which should be Sharkery. And then she's gonna do, yeah, the Grim Shadows. Okay, so I think we're just gonna try and group them all up. So this points increase 9. This is because you're exploiting a weakness, one of the weakness types, which right now is literally everything. It's light, medium, and heavy ammo, and then fire, which is literally, that's the whole team. So you just keep doing that, right, until you accumulate enough score. We probably won't get it in one run here, but when we do, we're just gonna reset, or like settle and exit, and then we'll just redo the mission and get whatever we need. And then yeah, Diane, just stand there. She's technically not in cover from the correct direction, but I just want to group all these up. Oh, dude, it puts it on the... That's rude. It puts it on the... What's it? The City Warden, I think is his name? Yeah, City Warden. But we can have Papa Shah come to here. I'm tempted to shoot this diner gate, but... Oh, the follow-up attack Team of Doom. All right, let's do these correctly. No, not Diane. We want Chongju to be right there. We'll go ahead and get her supports. Vector, you can come to here. Let me just double check, make sure what's happening next. So same thing. She's going to hit closest unless there is no closest for this target. Yeah, puts burning on them. That's fine. Furthest target can be anybody. The burning doesn't matter, and we're gonna cleanse the debuff with Centurisi's afternoon tea next turn. So we'll just go to wherever we feel like it, you know? It's my birthday, I can cry if I want to. Centurisi is one of those dolls that would fix you. In a loving and caring way. She's the kind of person that would just put up with so much bullshit. I don't want Sharkery to take a second hit. We'll have Diane take the second hit. Okay, see now I use it a second time because I only have one stack of zoom in. Aren't you proud of me, Wooly? We'll have Diane do this. To here. And I think can we AoE off of... No, we cannot. We're just doing normal attack. Doesn't really matter. It's going to trigger a bunch of follow-ups. That's all that matters. Explosions. Dude, leave the City Warden alone. Oh, now we're gonna have the problem of whose fires who. Is this bad fire or good fire? I think this is all good fire. I think this is all bad fire. I think that's why it's got like this like weird border here. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, we don't have... Right. Vector, I guess it doesn't really matter who's up, gonna take the hit, because we're gonna get healed up to full here. Selects a direction to charge in. I'm assuming this is baited at the first enemy. Like, to be honest, guys, you could auto-battle this, because, like I said, it doesn't really matter, but... I'm just doing it for fun. I'm gonna do it how the devs wanted me to. Let's have, and then it's also gonna be a close attack again. Yeah, okay. Let's just do another. Another one of those. Another one of these, because we already got max stacks. We're gonna have her just sit really far back in case she needs to bait something. And Sharkery. Yeah. I need to also kind of think about where I'm gonna group up next turn to bait all the AoEs. And I think it's gonna be this part of the battlefield. So I'm gonna start making everyone. I'm gonna start making their way over here. Guess it doesn't really matter actually. Let's have the warden come over here. Yeah, these are bad fire tiles. The ones with these little red squares around the edges. Let's... I don't think she would be attacked here. But there's a small chance. I don't understand how the... I don't know how it picks what direction. I think it's closest, but let's just play it safe. And let's go to right there. And we'll just do this half of the arena for baiting. Oh yeah, so you saw someone using Segment 6 Klukai? Yeah, Segment 6 Klukai unfortunately kind of broke the game balance. And I think the game devs have been struggling ever since, trying to figure out how they're gonna like make the game interesting and challenging. I mean, it's always been a weird thing. I've talked about it before on the streams. It's like it's a weird issue of... All right, let me just double check real quick. Furthest target is getting Burning 3, but we're not getting the AoEs again, so we can just kind of stand wherever we want. It's a small kind of weird issue of... Actually, I want Changju to that. The weird issue of like, okay, well, you bought a segment. I mean, I'm gonna say bought because, like I said, nobody really gets a Segment 6 character. We knew about it, right? Like the EN servers knew that she was coming because like when the EN client came out back in December, she had been out for a little while, and so people kind of already knew how crazy broken her Segment 6 was. So people were saving up literally from day one. And I have a couple of videos like talking about like why you may or may not want to do that. The big downside is like, well, okay, you're not going to have any characters except literally that one. But, you know, so the one side of it is you saved up or spent a ton of money for a Segment 6 character. Don't you kind of deserve to break the game, right? Like it's, you know, that's always kind of like the weird counter argument. The only problem though is that tends to not be fun, right? Like if you have this OP character that just one-shots everything, sometimes people find that fun, and other times they get bored of the game because the game's too easy. And there's like a little bit of that going on right now. So I think the devs are like, they're struggling to figure out like where the sweet spot is of like, this character is almost an I win button and I'm having a lot of fun using them, and it's okay that I spent a bunch of money or save my resources. Because of whatever, they're my favorite character or I really like them or whatever. But also not so boring that they make the game trivial and it's like, why am I even playing this game? Bro, leave Century C alone. She didn't do nothing. Now is he gonna do it? No. She. I think we just, oops, click, come to here, throw that. This should cleanse the debuff. Can I hit anybody else? No, whatever. And then use the free 2 movement to just stand right there. You can continue to... There's optimizations to make with Changju, by the way. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I shouldn't be doing pressing the momentum, because we're not actually trying to kill the boss. We're just trying to rack up as many attacks on the boss that exploit a weakness. So that's actually a mistake on my part. I was too busy yapping and not enough time thinking. No, no, stop. I misclicked so much. Why did Sharkery not attack last turn? Can we just stay where we're at? This should kill this Diner Gate, because it should AoE off of the boss. No, it does not. This one little guy, he's just going to chase me around the entire map until he eventually dies to... He eventually is going to stand on one of these burn tiles and get follow-up attacked on. You know, this is just such a comfy spot. I'm just going to have everyone just chill here. Was Klukai OP in Project Neurocloud? Yeah, she was. She broke the game twice. Like, the devs clearly have a favorite. I feel like anytime... she's the break glass in case of funding emergency. Like, anytime they need to make money to fund the games, I feel like they just release a Klukai in some game or upgrade her. Because in Project Neurocloud, they released her in her base form, and she did essentially the same thing, right? She did like these chain reaction explosions, and she was equally as broken in that. And then over the course of like 2 years, they slowly power crept her with other units. And then they did what they're doing in kind of in this game, where you have none of these units have it, but they have the expansion key, like the neural expansion key. And then Klukai got a neural expansion key in Project Neurocloud, and once again power creeped everybody. So it was funny. It was quite the blast. Ironically, the only version of any of the GFL games she wasn't stupid OP was original GFL. She was like a popular character, but she actually really sucked. Like, she was like one of the poster girls, kind of, because everyone really liked her design. But she was like kind of ass in the original GFL, because she just essentially threw a grenade, and it wasn't even a good one. It was just like, just didn't perform very well. So she wasn't even considered meta. She eventually got a neural upgrade in that game too, which made her a little more meta, but... you know what? No, you know what? We're going to let this Diner Gate just keep living his best life until he makes a mistake. One day he's going to slip up. Oh, this is where he slips up. Oh, dude, you're telling me I was out of follow-up attacks? Oh, dude, he's standing on the thing, so it didn't even go up? No cover? If we stand here, the two closest units are these two. Yes, okay, it's fine. Annihilation Beam. Okay, so now she's going to drop Grim Shadow. So this is where we want to group up. In fact, the formation we're in right now would be fantastic for everyone except Centurisi. Centurisi needs to come to here. Also, my robot bro here is going to have a bad day. Maybe we can get him out of there in time. Just do a normal attack. I said we just have to hit the boss to rack up these points. We're not actually trying to kill the boss. I mean, I guess if I was like a Giga Chad, I probably could actually kill the boss. Like if you had like a really cracked account. Let's do... Yeah, once again, I'm trying to like min-max damage, and I keep catching myself being like, guys, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter. What's the name of the neat streamer girl from PNC? That would be Kuro or MDR. She's the little shitposting meme lord in PNC. Which actually I'm surprised she's not in this game, to be honest. Like... No, we want to stay here. Yes, we want more stacks, because you could always use more stacks. Another downside, Choada says, is everyone in the platoon gives out Klukai and you can't get another girl when you need them. That is true. And I don't have any counter argument to that. I mean, they should have other units, right? Like, you know, they get 3. I don't have a unit for, I don't have a Kukai on Rent. Do I? Ooh, I say that, but I don't. Like I said, to be honest, you only need one really cracked unit in Platoon on the Platoon roster, but you know, everyone wants to borrow, everyone wants to be the guy and have theirs be borrowed. Damn, dude, we're only on 6 out of 10 rounds. I am tempted to hit auto battle, but I know that the AI would mess up the first time this happens. Are we gonna hit the... I'll just keep going. We're just gonna keep going until turn 10. I don't want to risk the surprise of just kidding. Just kidding, bro. It was actually not 800. It was 1500. Dude, Instructor Python. Yeah, Willie says, I remember getting her, which I'm assuming you mean MDR or Kuro. Instructor Python and Diver Girl, which I believe is Hachasuri. I think that's her name's pronunciation. Dude, I love Instructor Python. He's my boy. Another reason why I wish they kind of would make this into guys or just Android's frontline or T-Doll's frontline or something. I do miss my boy Python. Well, so Chada, I mean, obviously you can just use people on your friends list for non-Platoon content, but I mean, we always end up going full circle back to the problem of like, well, yeah, because it's the best. She's like one of the best units. She's just so cracked. There's no piece of content that she doesn't fit. Besides, yeah, it gets really boring using the same rental unit over and over again. Sharkery, you just live your best life. Chongju is the only one that's gonna be like awkwardly like, can't. She's too slow. Furthest away. You know how we're gonna do this, guys? Watch this. This is big brain. Normally this is very dangerous just to stand out in the open, but we have the power of teamwork. And we are going to use Diane to actually be the furthest. Because the closest is going to be Papa Shot here. And then Diane's going to be... This is one of the many reasons why I love this unit. Is Diane can just do all sorts of... She can fix any little mistake you make. Because we need the furthest unit. We want the furthest unit to get hit with the beam here. And that could have been a problem if it was Chongju standing out in the open. But, you know, we just fix it. And then Centurisi just heals. We're going to want her to heal Diane to cleanse the buff. So let's just continue to do the spam alt rotation. I said I'm going to speed through this the best I can because this is rinse and repeat now. Getting like a weird delay when I give the units actions to do. Oh, dude, I really hope the City Warden doesn't soak one of these heals. That will be super sad. Yes, we did it. Overcame adversity. Let's have Papa Shot. Oh no, Sharkery's got a lot of stability. She can take a hit. Yeah, right here. My only gripe with the game is that they haven't patched in Covenant for Centurisi. Preach it, brother. That is very disrespectful on the devs' part. There's a couple that I actually am really surprised. Well, okay, let me give you the full, because like I said, you're probably relatively, I mean, I know you just said you're a new player, so you don't know the full history. You're not an aficionado of the GFL history. But when the game came out, they didn't have the Covenant system in game, like on launch. They added it a little bit after launch. So they started just, when they added it, they like had a couple units they had just released, and they were kind of just, as a unit gets released, that unit gets a Covenant system, animation, story, etc., and then they were just kind of like backfilling all the units as they got around to them. That's why some units like Groza didn't have one on game launch, even though like that's kind of like a no-brainer. Like, of course you're gonna have Groza for the Covenant system. Damn, Sharkery's getting slapped around. Not gonna say anything mean. Not gonna say anything mean. Let's do. Are we at 10 rounds? Jesus Christ, it just keeps going. Who's got the most stability? Vector, you can stand right here. I'm actually... Well, we don't want Vector to do it. I'm gonna have somebody blow these up so that they stop clogging up the arena. Because we have another set of them coming, is that right? If it'll let me click, stop doing follow-up attacks. No, not yet. Although it doesn't really matter because we're only going for one more turn. So let's just... do this. Also, back to what you were saying, Chada. There's still no Covenant for Nemesis. I mean, maybe that's just because she can't talk very well. But I'm a little personally offended by that one. I am a hardcore Nemesis propaganda enthusiast. This is like kind of a cool... I like this mode because it's different and fun and interesting, but it could have lowered this round limit a teeny tiny bit. Diane, you just keep doing the thing. You know what? I just said that, but I actually take back what I just said because Gunsmoke Frontline is 7 rounds. A lot of the other stuff is like 7 rounds. It's nice to have a game mode that's not 7 rounds. That's like their favorite number. So, you know what? I take back all those things I said. I like this exactly how it is. They even give pretty good rewards for this. Yeah, I mean, it must be prime time GFL night because, like I said, this is a weird like input lag. Like I said, I hit enter in there, and it took quite a bit for the game to register it. That was a tie for furthest target, but looks like Diane won the tie. Not what I wanted to happen. Also, it's a little weird that that didn't trigger her heat recovery, but I'm okay with it. Because this is the last turn, right? 10 out of 10 would play again. Dude, no, Wooly, don't say that. Now, Willie says Nemesis Covenant should be nothing but incomprehensible haikus with no bunny, aka Krolik, to translate. No, dude, don't say that. They need to... They're gonna fix her. I know they are. I can fix her, I promise, guys. It is actually kind of funny. It's like, you think it would be really easy just to... I mean, there's a side story. If you guys would go read the, like, the little... whatever they're called. Whatever, like, the little journal entries and stuff. There is, like, a whole thing about, this, like, attempt to get Nemesis a functioning, like, speech-language module. And it doesn't go very well because they try to get Krolik to do the translation, and so that they just try and take Krolik's translation of like common phrases that Nemesis says and like make a translating bot based off the phrases, right? But of course, they get it wrong, and so, you know, they think she's saying one thing and she's actually saying something completely different, and, you know, hilarity ensues. Dude, that's supposed to be... I know, but that's a child. That's supposed to be the that's supposed to be the happy ending, right? Is that you get her language module fixed, and then you can actually understand what the fuck she's saying. Like, that's supposed to be the you spent $5 for a covenant ring, you get rewarded by your nemesis speaking like normal, and everybody else is just incomprehensible garbage. Although there is a certain charm to having her say things like, you know, the mountains breeze rustles the leaves of the trees, and other such things. Oh, dude, the game is struggling, dude. You can do it, game. You can do it. Look at the delay on all this. I really don't think this is my computer. I really think this is a server thing. Okay, that should be the it. The end. The it. Dude, look at that delay. It was like a 3 seconds. Even the city warden's like, dude, am I doing this right? Oh, look at achievements everywhere. Complete one challenge? What do you mean? Did I not... Are these not challenges? Do these... Okay. I mean, I'm gonna redo it. I'm not gonna redo it tonight on stream because we're at the 1 hour 30-minute mark, which oh, we did get it. Okay, weird. Hell yeah, dude! Look at all these good rewards. Access permissions, dude's collapse pieces. I slurped that up, dude. We did that in one run. We didn't even have to do a double run, but you can. I'm like 99.9% positive based on my experience with this last time. If you guys didn't make it to the total points that you needed or whatever, just redo it. Just hit begin challenge. Just literally do the exact same thing over again, and it'll just add on to your score. It won't reset your score. But yeah, we're at the 1 hour 30-minute mark. There's no scheduled time to end because, you know what? Let's just pop in. We're gonna do one of these real quick for fun. I haven't done any of these, but these are gonna be. These are not hard. These are really easy. But we'll do one for fun because I looked at this. I just checked and I saw. Level 50 versus level 45. I'm like, okay, you outlevel the enemies, and then I checked, and I'm like, oh yeah, signature weapon plus multiple segments. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a breeze. So we're just gonna do this, and we'll just let Jesus take the wheel. And I'll probably close out the stream here and talk about it. So next week, for those of you who missed the intro, we're doing gambling, big time gambling for Springfield. We're going to get segment 1, and then I said, assuming my luck holds out like it has been, we're going to do maybe her weapon? Maybe? We'll see. Get her macchiato. Hell yeah. And then, yeah, I'm also going to do, like, actual discussion of the characters. I'm not just going to roll on them. I'll talk about... Because it's a little confusing on how she pairs with Tololo Segment 2. Tololo Segment 2 and Tololo's expansion key, which are both coming at the same time. So we're going to talk about how that works for double turn nonsense. And that's about... I don't think I'll have Faye unlocked, so we won't be able to... I'll try and go over Faye too. So Faye is going to pair with the physical team, which right now is Yuhi and Diane, and I guess Vepley. Oh yeah, and Ulrid, duh. We're gonna probably get Ulrid too. Man, dude, next stream's gonna be just a lot of gambling. And it'll also be 4th of July. Maybe I'll do some patriotic I don't know, something. You better believe I'm gonna be drinking though. Better damn sure, boy. Gonna be drinking some Pabst Blue Ribbon on America's birthday. So Trata says GFL2 is my introduction to this Mika and Gacha in general. Not all the girls are returnees from previous games. I read up a bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Krolik and Zhao are new. You are 100% correct. Yeah, Krolik is a new unit. She has a similar lookalike doppelganger in Project Neurocloud, but not the same character. So Krolik is totally new. Zhao Wei, right here. Zhao Wei is the way that they pronounced it in our friendly Mo pronounced it, but yeah, she's also a brand new character. And there's a couple other new ones. Obviously, Vepli's new. Let's just unpause for a second here. Who am I forgetting? Xiaomi is returning. Centrisi is returning. Vepli is new. Zhao Wei is new, and I thought we had another unit on the field here, but I guess not. A lot of the cast is returning, but it is nice that they splashed in some new faces. Because they did a good job, I think, with some of them. Like Preetia, I really like Preetia, and she's a new character. But like we were talking about way earlier in the stream, people were getting a little impatient for some of the returning favorites, which they finally have gotten their act together. And like, so for example, the AR team. Oh, don't die! Don't die! Xiaomi, why are you not spamming your shield? You had one job. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I want to see if she's gonna die. Dude, Xiaomi is just like, dude, he's like, that's your problem. What is she doing? Xiaomi, you have the power to stop this, right? I'm not crazy. Yes, you're sitting at full config. What are you doing? And Centrisi too? Although, to be fair, her ult's down, so that's, you know, she has an excuse. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get the target here over to here. Oh, dude. All right, well, come on, auto battle. You just keep doing your thing. Dude. Oh, God. ChatGPT at it again, dude. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Returning characters. People were getting upset that they were kind of dragging their feet on some of the like really popular returning characters that were very pivotal to the story. Like, for example, DeFi team, which is AN94, AK-15, and AK-12, which is they haven't really revealed what's going on with her yet. Same thing with AR team, or the remaining members of AR team, which are still active. There's a couple question marks for them. So once again, but people are just like, come on, stop. You know, dilly-dallying, because GFL1 had a cool story, and people, I think, we're just getting a little impatient. They're like, come on, we need you to go back to what the fans want. Just make sure your CC is set to no transactions while drinking for America's birthday. Don't want to swipe for V2 Springfield by mistake. That wouldn't be a mistake, bro. That would be a happy accident. I wonder how many girls are going to have. Someone told me GFL1 has like 400, and I was like, holy man. Yeah, dude. GFL1, they're not comparable to, because in that game they would release like 5 units at a time. And right now they're doing the same release schedule as like Genshin and Honkai and a lot of the other games. It's like 1 unit every 3 weeks. So what does that come out to? 17, 18-ish. Well, sometimes they do doubles, right? Like this upcoming banner. So let's just round it up to about 20-ish units a year. So yeah, I don't think we're ever going to approach GFL1. In fact, 20 units a year sounds kind of high. I don't know how to math correctly, right? Actually, no, it could be 20 if you get some of the bonus, like, because it's complicated because of like units like Faye and then the double banners, like we had at the very beginning of the release. So anyway, the point is they're not gonna have 400 units, and is different in that game too, because it's like those were just PNGs and or JPEGs and like some in-game abilities. Like it's not nearly as complicated as like making an entire 3D model with like, you know, interactions and costumes and all that other stuff. And you also got to do like the dorm stuff too, right? Then you got to do like separate interactions and stuff for this. So it starts to get pretty in depth what you got to do. Even that's why they don't do 4-star characters very often, and not just in this game and other games too. They usually they have a 4-star roster at the beginning when the game's released because you kind of need that to like balance the gacha system. But then from usually like very quickly after release onward, they almost focus completely on 5-star characters just because you still got to do all the overhead to make a 4-star. Like I said, the animations, the the costume, the everything. But you're not going to make the power level the same. So obviously you're not going to make as much money off the character. People are not going to like whip out their wallets to grab a 4-star and max a 4-star out the way they would for a 5-star character. So unfortunately you don't see a lot of 4-stars either because of the same problem there. Sop mod when, Wooly? Soon trademark. She was in the last event, right? Like they did. She's now in NPC land, right, where she's like clearly there, and I think it's just a matter of time before she shows up. Probably not this upcoming event because that's, like I said, probably Team DeFi, but probably I would guess within the next couple months. They seem to have finally got the memo where it's like, okay, get the fan favorites out, make the players happy, and then sprinkle in some like newer characters that are just interesting. If GFL2 had the same amount of characters, I'd have to take a loan to marry all 400. Yeah, yes, you would, dude. You have to like work three jobs. Well, anyway, I think we did all the stuff we needed to cover today. Listen, the unfortunate simulation exercises were not too challenging. We could do the other ones, but oh well. And I also need to I need to do the story. I'm a dirty casual, and I didn't do the story yet. So I need to do that. So we're gonna wrap up the stream for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me, dude. It's been a blast. I almost had more fun on a Saturday than I did at a Friday. Probably because I'm not so burned out after the work week. So yeah, dude, we're gonna, like I said, come back next Friday, 4th of July. We're gonna have a big party and do a lot of gambling and celebrate America's birthday. So I hope you all can join me for that. And like I said, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like there's something something I was supposed to mention. We're gonna have Platoon up next week. No, we won't. No Platoon Gunsmoke next week, although we're getting a new boss for that, so I might do a special little guide on that. We will have a new expansion drill boss we can do though. Oh shit, I gotta do this. Oh my god, I got the hiccups. I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying, stream's dying. Here, let me do this real quick. We did it. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna try and make a patriotic stream. We're gonna see if we can dress it up. So anyway, thank you guys all for coming. Let's wrap it up here, and I will see you guys on 4th of July, Friday. See ya.